So we just have a full studio now? This is a thing we're doing?
It's season 2. We're leveling up.
Now, when did this happen? Do we live here now? Is this a sitcom? Are we supposed to have, character arcs?
Robin, we've always had character arcs. You just refuse to stick to them.
Okay, but there's a mixing studio now. With a window. I waved at it and my hand fogged up the glass. Who installed foggable glass?
You're spiraling. Focus. We have an outline to follow.
Right. Yes. Intro music. Welcome. It's just weird now, right? It used to be two mics in a dream. Now there's a break room. A break room, Aran, with tiny cartons of oat milk.
I stopped those. You shit yourself when you have regular milk. You're welcome.
Who's paying for this?
It's best not to ask.
That's exactly what people say right before a murder happens.
Please, let's just start before Alex hears you monologuing into the ribbon mic again and they actually do murder you.
We have a ribbon mic?
Stop touching the gain knob.
I wasn't touching it, I was lovingly caressing it.
Alex, play the intro music. Now. Episode 201, Glass Onion. Theme, Mystery and True Crime. Guest, Alex Aldacoa. Wait, you're already here?
I work here. I'm salaried. Allegedly.
Correction. You haunt here. You're like a soundboard poltergeist. Every time I press a button, you appear to yell at me.
That's because you keep pressing things labeled "Do Not Press."
To be fair, we did let them label things.
No, you let them label things.
If you disrespect the interface disrespects you.
You are impossible.
And yet somehow I still know where all the XLR cables are. Amazing.
Well, while you're both auditioning for the role of disgruntled, can we maybe start recording the episode?
Sure. Just as soon as someone explains who put a whole mixing room in the studio. I'm still not over the fact that we have all this space.
Can we please move on from that? Just accept it.
I just think it's important that the audience knows we now record in a mysterious recording studio with multiple zones. It sets the tone.
The tone is, we have slightly better acoustics now.
Okay, weird. Did one of you drop this? It's like a media mailer? There's no label. It just says time sensitive in all caps.
Could be more promo junk. We're still getting mail for that old ska podcast that used the space before us.
Ugh, Scasual Fridays. I hated their sound mix.
It's really light. Could just be a flyer.
Cool, add it to the pile of things on the desk we don't have time for. That's a problem for future Aran. We're already behind schedule.
Anyway, you want the pre-roll levels or do we just wing it like always?
Hey, there is structure in our chaos. There's chaos structure.
Focus, mystery, true crime. Let's get over to the recording booth. Okay, levels are clean, mics are hot. Everyone pretend we know what we're doing.
Welcome to the Talkback segment with our special guest this week, Alex Aldacoa.
Don't like being on this side of the console. Feels like I'm violating union rules I made up just to avoid this exact thing.
We've invited you here today not just as our extremely reluctant tech wizard, but as today's guest expert.
Because our theme this week is mystery and true crime. Dun, dun, dun.
Never do that again.
So we're going to talk about why people are so obsessed with unsolved crimes, messy narratives, and unreliable narrators.
Let's get into it. The line between storytelling and exploitation, our obsession with mystery, and our favorite mystery media.
So, true crime and mysteries, what is it that really draws us to that?
It could just be about justice. You know, people want to see justice happen. You know?
You want to see the good guys win?
Yeah. or the bad guys win. They just want some kind of resolution, you know?
I think also the process of it,
Yeah.
like figuring it out. To me, because I love like puzzles, it's like putting it together and like
Oh yeah, we're puzzle people.
clues and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, when you get into like the fictionalized version of it, you start seeing like all these cool like techniques to find stuff.
It's true, and you
All
can't
the
just
fakes.
discount morbid curiosity. You know what I
Mhm, that
mean?
too.
If there's like a corpse or something, you've got my attention.
Yeah, like the murder mystery is literally a tale as old as time.
Truly.
Mhm. I think also like I think like a morbid curiosity thing, especially when it's like something really violent, because it kind of breaks norms, You're like,
It does, yeah.
what compelled you to like stab someone an insane amount of times, or like,
I mean,
or just
we
very
all
weird
want to
ways
do
of,
that.
yeah.
We just don't do it. So what
Yeah.
causes someone to do that? You know,
Like,
I guess that's part of it too. It's the psychology of it all. Is it?
Where's the line? Where
Right.
did you? Why were you willing to cross it?
Especially in a lot of the like murder mystery stories of like, whereas a dinner party is a bunch of people and it's a who done it when it's a bunch of suspects. It's like, not only did you decide to do this, you decided to do this now,
Right,
here? For
with
what
all
reason?
these people.
The
Stupid.
dramatics of it.
When there just so happens to be a detective as a guest at the party.
Right, because Hercule Poirot is here and you decided now was the time to kill somebody. A genius, Speaking of, what are some of your favorite, like, mystery media? Either of you. Don't be shy.
I was
Scooby
thinking
Doo.
about
Scooby Doo. Yeah,
Huge slut for Scooby Doo, and like every version, mostly except for like the new HBO ones, like
Yeah,
the
we
old
don't
one,
talk about
the reboot that got the Simple Plan theme song.
What's in Scooby Doo?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Or like
I forgot that was Simple Plan.
the live action, they play it live still.
Yeah.
But that and like the live action movies.
Yeah, I do love those live action.
I
The
think
first one,
those
at
were.
least.
I liked them both.
Yeah.
They're camp.
Don't be a hater.
I think.
That's our job.
The first one especially was super camp. Like,
oh, I love
the
it.
whole scene where Daphne goes toe to toe with the luchador guy was ridiculous.
Well, the second one's really camp too because Velma gets that makeover. Remember
The cat suit. My gay awakening,
that's
probably.
Pure camp. No, me too. To be honest, hot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Her and
there's
Sarah
that,
Michelle Gellar just.
That they were so good together.
So
They're
good.
like the made-for-TV live ones too, with Haley Kiyoko as Velma, and I'm like, lesbian. They know what they're doing.
It's too heavy-handed with Haley Kiyoko.
I guess, but also
it's too much because yeah, but like super extreme gay face, I think.
Yeah, but is that bad for Velma? I don't think it is.
No.
What else do we like?
No. Subtlety.
We like Knives Out a lot.
Yeah.
Both of them.
I haven't watched Glass Onion.
Oh, you should.
I know. I've been meaning to. I started it.
Since
and
we're
then
naming this episode after that, you should really watch.
I'll watch that this weekend.
Right.
What have you been
Speaking
waiting
of hot
for?
lesbians.
Yeah.
Janelle
And then
Monáe.
what else? I'm trying to think what other like mystery stuff exists.
Well, we
out
finally
there.
watched we had me watch recently Death on the Nile.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Aaron kind
can't.
of had a blind spot to the Agatha Christie stuff. So
Oh, I loved them.
Yeah.
Well, everything minus Gal Gadot.
okay,
We love to hate her.
we do, but I'm going to come to her defense. And this film only. I don't think she does that bad in this film only.
Okay, but her not bad is still like fucking awful by like normal people's standards.
She's playing it right. The rich heiress thing,
She's meant to be insufferable to some extent.
That's kind of the point.
But that line reading that everyone mocks, and enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Yeah.
And you'd think she'd be the worst part about it, but then the whole Army Hammer thing came out, and it's like,
yeah.
well,
My thing is
kind of
like
overshadowed her nonsense.
for a guy who got horny, a little too horny in the DMs.
Yeah, telling people he's gonna eat them.
Also,
Yeah.
I feel like we also skipped over like one of the most important ones, which was Clue. I love Clue.
Yeah,
that movie
us too,
is
obviously.
one of my favorites.
And there's
Madeline
only one
Kahn is perfect.
line in it that is improvised, and it's that one. Her flames, the only like
That's my favorite
improvised
scene from
line
that
in the
movie.
entire thing. The rest is actually scripted, which is nuts because who wrote that shit?
Especially Mrs. Peacock's ramble with the soup.
Yeah,
Who writes that shit?
I
Or
don't know,
like
but it's
that
so good.
weird scream she does when the lights come back on. with her and Tim Curry.
Uh,
I just do that to myself every once in a while when I'm like standing in a room alone. Just,
See, at work, I work with a bunch of younger folk that maybe are not aware of Clue or anything earlier than like 2000. But I'm always tempted when I leave work to be like, I'm going home to my wife. And no one's going to get it. They still think it's funny because obviously I don't have a wife. But
No, and you were a faggot.
yes.
I'll say, people would be really surprised if you came out with one. Just like, look at my wife.
That's a surprise.
Like, that's a homosexual. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Aaron, you brought me into the world of Danganronpa, and I am never going to forgive you.
Yeah.
I don't have words for how wrong everything about that game series is.
There's so much wrong.
Yeah.
And half the wrong is just the fans themselves.
I mean, that's true. That's always true of any fandom is bad. Always. But
For most
in
things.
particular, Chihiro, I cannot get over.
Yeah.
Like, a little Twinkie boy who's actually,
There's their gender is impossible to unpack. The creators gave up ages ago because the fans get rabid anytime you mention it.
Yeah.
What a mood, though.
Like,
Unidentifiable
who said trap
gender.
reveal as mystery mechanic. That's not.
Yeah, no, using the quote unquote trap reveal as the one of the key linchpins of the murder mystery is not good.
Well, she was, in the men's restroom, so it couldn't have been. But she has a penis. Like, thank you
Okay,
so
I
much.
have no
man.
context for this other than what you two are saying
I'm so
right now.
sorry.
Like I cannot recommend enough that you stay away from that whole fandom. But
I will.
The first game, Trigger Happy Havoc, is not that bad on
No,
its own
it's
mystery
good
merits.
except for that particular transphobic bullshit.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about Sherlock Holmes. We should talk about Sherlock Holmes. Like,
Possibly.
yeah, I think so.
In an episode about mystery, do we have to?
I think so. I don't think there's anyone more prolific, really, than that. I mean,
I didn't care for the stories.
The original stories?
I mean,
Yeah.
some of the ones that haven't been adapted into like films and stuff are actually better than. Yeah, I
believe
get
it. Because I do like the movie, though. I am a
Do you?
slut for a Guy Ritchie movie.
That's fair. Me
Yeah.
too. And I really liked the BBC Sherlock series.
The first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
As soon as I even just was on the outskirts of that fandom, completely turned me off of
fandom
it.
ruins all.
I was in it. I was in 2012 Super Hulock Tumblr.
So was I!
So I survived.
I hate myself for it.
I know what happened.
I was on theater Tumblr. So I
Oh,
avoided
no.
most of that.
Mine was mostly Supernatural, but same, all that Super Hulock stuff was just...
See, I never
it
got
got
into
cringy.
Supernatural.
I got embarrassed for myself for
Don't
a
get into
while.
Supernatural.
I wouldn't. An ex-friend of mine, who I shall not name, used to really get into Supernatural and talk about it all the time, still, in
Ugh.
2020. And
Ugh.
please, get a grip.
Find another TV show.
Literally.
That's never mind. I'm not gonna say it. It sounds like Harry Potter adults.
Yeah, well, I have news.
Is that Venn diagram a circle?
Well, for
close
this
to
person, it was.
Gross.
No, the first 2 seasons of BBC Sherlock were fine, and really, I was there for Irene Adler's portrayal in that, and I was there for Andrew Scott as Moriarty.
Andrew Scott is
That was the only thing that I
so
liked.
hot, first of all. I'm glad to share a last name. What are our favorite tropes and things like that in these stories? Because is the butler did it good still after all this time?
I like the
I
Sherlock
just-
scan.
Yeah,
I
do too.
That's pretty much my favorite.
I like the idea of the mind palace. That's always fun.
Yeah.
The idea that a detective can go into this place and piece it all together, like the autistes they are.
And I feel like that was just where the later seasons of that kind of jumped the shark with the other guy, his sort of other nemesis for one season that had the mind library or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Gross.
It's like, what do you mean these 2 autistic people also just organize their thoughts in a sort of pseudo-visual way?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, kind of.
Yeah.
What other media is there that we like that's all related?
Well, you asked about the butler did it,
Yeah.
and I don't like that.
Why?
It's boring.
I mean, it is now.
I think it's really, it's super, I think,
It is.
overtold.
I think the butler did it because insert fresh motivation here could be interesting.
Well, we were talking about Clue, and one of the answers for Clue, the 3, is the butler did it. Are we mad at that? Like, I think it's fine.
I'm only not mad at it because it's Tim fucking Curry.
Yeah, super biased for that specific situation. You can't.
Let's go back to Clue briefly. Which ending do you think is the canonical ending? It's got to be the one where they all did it, right?
It's got to be the one where Mr. Green goes home to his wife.
Which is the one where they all did it.
Yes.
I think now all the streaming versions show you all 3 endings, so I can't pick. So
that's fair. I like the one where it's Miss Peacock too, though, quite a lot, because she's she's just crazy. What about real life stuff? Have we gotten close to any real mysteries in our lives? Things that felt like a mystery anyway?
A couple things.
Okay.
Like, I have really weird, sketchy family members who, like, always aired on the almost not legal side. Like, my paternal, my maternal grandpa was like really into sketchy shit, disappearing weeks at a time, and then would come home. I think they saw him on TV once at the house, where they're like, "Hey, there he is! What the fuck?" So there was that. I think he also, one time, him and like a family friend beat the shit out of a random man in a gas station and like threw him in the trunk of his car, and I don't know what happened to that man.
Do we have the same family? I swear to God.
I think we might.
Mine's just white trash, so that's really not that different from what's going on with you. Mine is white.
That one, and then this is like a new thing that I've started talking about to people. I think I have an older half sibling somewhere. And I don't have enough information to prove whether or not I'm wrong yet.
My God. Season 3, we're going to do a true crime podcast, and we're going to figure that out.
Right. I don't want to know. It's with like my sperm donor's family.
Right. I want to solve a mystery.
He might just be
as only murders.
Right.
He might just be an uncle. I don't know.
Yikes. I mean, the only thing I can think of that is a mystery to me to this day is supernatural adjacent, not the show.
Okay.
That's weird. But like, I was home alone in my grandparents' house, and I know I was fully alone, and like I walk into the kitchen and I'm doing something, and then I hear this thud on the door frame into the kitchen, and then I walk back, and there's a fork jammed into the door frame, like stuck in it, like with a lot of force. And I'm like, where did this come from? Why the fuck is there a fork just jammed like into this wood? And I have no explanation for that. I don't believe in supernatural things. I'm far too rational for that, but I have no rational explanation for that.
The butler did it.
White trash, Aaron.
Were you sober when this happened?
Yeah, I was a kid.
Okay. Psychosis? I don't know.
10, 11, so a kid, but old enough to certainly like be alone in the house and everything.
Yeah, that's
but
weird.
Old enough for your PTSD to make you forget that you jabbed the knife into the fork into the door frame.
And no, it was high up on the frame, like out of my reach,
like way too high.
Yeah, like I could reach it, but just barely, and I certainly would have been able to like get it with any force to stick it into the wood.
Also, like I don't think a fugue state lasts that like short amount of time to do it.
But I don't know what it was, and it scares me to this day.
Yeah,
when I think about
that is pretty creepy, especially.
And I know I was alone, so yikes! I tell you,
someone was living in your walls.
I mean, I don't think so.
There's stories about that, and those kind of creep me out. Like makes me glad I live in a tiny apartment.
Yeah,
no one for anyone to hide.
The only thing in our walls is cockroach.
We have
New York, baby.
The attic is in my aunt's closet, and we like emptied it out when we first moved, and there was a sleeping bag in there, and I have not slept soundly for about a year. Because I'm like, someone might be living up there. Are they watching me be autistic and weird by myself through the vents?
My God.
And then that's when I usually take a tea break.
Or, someone like listening to you without you knowing. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Is that an autistic thing too, though, to feel like you're being watched all the time?
I mean, it is. It is.
Is autism just the explanation for everything?
In our lives, yeah.
I was like, for us specifically, our personal.
Yeah,
personal.
I think so.
Eesh.
Oy.
That just makes it boring then.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and we will be right back. And we are clear.
Dang, fuck. Can I say fuck? Is it going to be that kind of show?
I mean, it's us, so it'd be wrong of you not to say fuck. And we aren't even recording right now anyway.
As cute as this all is, I've got to pee so bad.
Well, you're in luck. This new recording studio comes equipped with its own private all-gender restroom.
Honestly, work.
Oh, yeah. I was totally in there before you guys got in today. It's super nice. They're like quality hand towels in there. So plush.
Okay, I gotta get in there. Huh, the door's locked. Am I stupid and can't open doors?
Maybe it's a push and not a pull.
Oh yeah. Fuck, nope.
It was fully just unlocked earlier. Is there a key or something?
Aran, is there a key?
I can hear the water running in there. Somebody has to be in there.
Hello? Hello?
Who could even be in there? None of the rest of the team is even in the building today.
It's a ghost.
Zoinks! Like, that's not even funny, man.
Jinkies, it seems like we've got a mystery on our hands, gang. Let's split up. I'm gonna go down to the corner bodega and use their restroom, and you two go check out the break room. Maybe there's a key in there or something.
You don't have to tell us twice. I'm gonna make a big-ass sandwich.
You are gonna, like, share, right?
I don't know. Are you gonna stop touching my fucking audio equipment?
I mean, probably not.
Then no.
Well, fuck you too. I'm just gonna make my own sandwich then. And I'm not sharing with you.
Do you hear yourself doing that when you finish a sentence? You go,
We'll meet you in the break room after your field trip, Aran.
Hello?
Oh, hey! Welcome back. You want a sandwich? Yeah, you want a sandwich.
Got him.
Rude. Also, are you fucking high right now?
Yesin.
You're supposed to be, finding the restroom key. Restroom where the water is currently running and running my water bill up. And I don't see y'all paying for it. And you know what? What was that?
That's the alert on my phone telling us we have to go back and finish recording. Fuck, how come I'm the responsible one?
I'll be mad you didn't share your weed with me later. Let's just grab some water and some coffee and wrap up in there.
So, mysteries and true crime, are they the same genre? I mean, a true crime podcast or TV show, whatever, could be a mystery. You know what I mean? Is it the same genre?
I think it depends on how violent the death is, if there is one.
I guess that's true.
I think either it has to be one extreme violent death or multiple deaths. I think
What if there isn't, a death? Could like a podcast about true crime that's like who robbed this bank?
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be violent.
That is true. I think that I honestly didn't even think about it, but yeah, I forgot that there's like certain really big heists that people still think about, like the Gardner Museum, D.B.
Or who
Cooper,
kidnapped this kid, or
the Lindbergh baby. Yeah,
the Lindbergh baby.
I've seen the ladder that was actually like used to kidnap him. It was at a museum in DC. So yeah, the museum had it in DC before they shut it down.
Yeah,
but that and the Unabomber, the shed.
See, I'm kind of obsessed with the Unabomber, so
Same.
Yeah.
But back to the original thing.
Right. You listen to true crime podcasts, and Aran and I don't.
So much.
Like, what do you like? Which ones do you like? And what do you recommend?
I unfortunately have succumbed to like old millennial dude humor because I'm really close to my Gen X dad, so we have that same shitty humor. So Last Podcast is the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Last Podcast on the left. I usually don't listen to like their paranormal or their UFO shit because I don't care.
You want it to
if
be
a ghost or an
grounded in
alien
reality.
wants to take me out, I don't fucking give a shit. Like, just take me out.
Yeah.
If you're gonna take me to space, chuck me out a chute and let me freeze to death or something. I don't know.
Fair enough.
But
Are there any others?
I don't know if the dollop counts because they do crimes, but they're mostly history. They talk a lot about politics, and I feel like politics in and of itself is a crime, so maybe. You know, I think
That's
any
another
political
thing.
commentary or any political history kind of stuff.
Would like a podcast about the Watergate scandal.
Oh,
Is
yes.
that's crime? That's true crime.
Yeah, any Behind the
That one
Bastards
doesn't even have the
episode.
mystery anymore. Because
Yeah.
we have most of that figured out. You know,
Oh,
we
for
know
sure.
what went on. So I guess they are kind of separate genres then.
It must be in some respect.
Yeah.
I think that's just a big Venn diagram.
Yeah. And there's definitely a lot of overlap.
Yeah, because I feel like even like piecing together the escalation into war is also like a in and of itself like a crime kind of deal because they're like planning out war crimes.
Right.
So I guess
true.
you know it's just a really big messy Venn diagram tree kind of deal.
So in these podcasts, what is it about them that you find compelling? Like, is it the tone, like the structure, like how it's designed?
I just think it's the well, it depends on what kind of true crime episode I'm listening to. Like, is it a murder? Is it a cult? Is it a bombing or that, or is it like a war criminal or someone who's influenced really terrible things? It depends, because if it's like one person, it's really fun learning them like about them from like early on, so you can kind of pick apart the developmental stages they went through to see how fucked up they are.
I mean, that makes sense.
And then like for cults and like certain murders, for me, which is kind of morbid and might tiptoe like the unethical line, is like the actual act of it. You know, any kind of violence, because I'm like a soy boy, so like I can't see myself hurting someone like that.
No,
you know,
me either. And that,
even like
you bring up a good point.
Yeah.
Is it weird to be entertained by like actual tragedy? Is it morally wrong to be co-writing these awful events? You know what I mean?
I have a rule. Okay. Personally, mine's like, if it's something that's still in the news cycle, I will not watch it.
Too soon is the issue.
Too soon. Yeah, I think it's how recent and like how much I was paying attention to when it was happening. Because if I catch a case as it's happening, I'll keep up. I don't want to watch documentaries about it because I was watching court footage or interviews or you know, interrogation footage. And I think it also depends on who makes it.
Yeah, I think for me, there's like, not just if it's like an active case or anything, but if it's still something that, you know, directly involves like survivors or, you know, people who are still like living through that stuff. I kind of have some weird moments with it, like, especially like you were saying, like the cult ones, like where it's, you know, we're interviewing, you know, someone who, you know, escaped from such and such cult. I'm like, can you leave them alone? Actually,
yeah.
Some of them want to tell their story.
They want to help are one thing,
you know,
but I think you just sort of like
a big difference, because there's also still cults that like technically have a documentary that still have existing members, and they want to get in on it to either recruit or for an exploitative thing or to kind of like.
Well, everything about Scientology reeks of that, doesn't it? Where it's
I'm obsessed with Scientology. Don't even.
Me too.
That's it.
But I feel like that's what's going on there. A lot of these people from Scientology will go on these things and talk about it mostly to recruit people.
I've noticed they've stopped though. Like, you don't really get Tom Cruise talking about it anymore. I think that...
No, I think it's getting too visible and it's getting tough for them.
Yeah, I think after like the Shelley Miscavige thing, the Danny Masterson thing, and, which was
Leah
horrible.
Remini and all of those people who are being very loud about what's been going on.
It had like a trashy edge, but that documentary series was actually a very interesting watch.
I did watch that.
Just seeing them stalk her and stuff was ridiculous. I couldn't believe that she wasn't like shitting herself all the time.
She's got balls of steel.
She is really ballsy.
Because I don't know how you could get out of Scientology and not be terrified for your life every second.
Literally.
Or the people that she was like interviewing and stuff were like, they've cut off whole families, like tons of people
Literally.
that they don't speak to anymore, or are being like slandered by like your mom or your grandparent because you don't believe in Xenu or whatever the fuck anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just it's just a scam too, because there's like the financial crime of it all is,
Well, that's what
constantly
it's about them making money off of
Yeah.
Dianetics or whatever it's called.
Dianetics.
And Dianetics, that's it. And yuck.
Mhm.
Yuck.
And like it's on record that L. Ron Hubbard was like the only way to make money in the U.S. is to get into religion.
Right. He wrote these science fiction books and was like, I could make a religion out of that.
And a lot of really gay like cowboy books before that too.
Yeah, right? Weird. Very weird.
And like I think that there's also like it kind of blows my mind that people think like Jonestown and like Scientology is like really big cults, when like the really fucked up ones are ones that people have never heard about.
Yeah. I did a report in high school about Jonestown, and I remember reading about it and going, I can't see myself falling for this, but also people do.
Yeah.
They just do.
And it's like listening to so many podcasts about certain cults, you start seeing like these patterns and like, but that's just malignant narcissism. So these guys have like this handbook kind of wired in their brains to like just X-ray vision the vulnerability out of you.
Yeah.
Especially Jonestown, because he was very like...
Yeah, Jim Jones was charismatic, and
and at the beginning
to get a cult.
Had good politics. He had an integrated church. He had very socialist kind of leanings, I think. But
that's everything I've ever learned about it.
Yeah, like it had a good message. It was like if Mr. Rogers kind of went off the rails.
Drinking Flavor Aid in a cult.
He started doing meth.
That'll do it.
Meth and alcoholism.
Yikes.
And, exploiting young women.
I remember I was at the Museum of Death in LA.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah, it's real awkward, a lot of it.
They changed the location.
I know, I haven't been since since they've moved.
We should go back when you're here.
Yeah, I would like that. But I remember they had the Heaven's Gate room with the bunk beds and the clothes and everything on them and all that, and I was like, Christ.
It's
they had the fucking, what were they, Nikes?
Yeah, I think they were Nikes. Yeah. The website's still up still.
Someone, is maintaining that website.
Yeah, it's still with the Green Bay Packers logo on it.
Yeah, fucking weird, right?
I don't know how they haven't gotten sued to take it down,
But I'm weirded out a little bit about the way that we kind of glamorize cults and serial killers and things. Like, serial killers have fanboys.
Oh, yeah. Columbine has a lot of fangirls.
That's so weird to me.
Ridiculous. It's insane to me because... Or I guess to like the more severe would be like the ones that write to them, the ones that marry them, the ones that I
don't think it's wrong necessarily to write to someone in prison for any reason. You know what I mean? Like it's okay to talk to people.
Yeah, yes, but the love letters.
But
you know
if
what I mean?
Find yourself catching feelings for a mass murderer, I don't know what to say.
It's some sort of philia now because of how often it's happened.
Well, I think it's because we are growing so much more like leaning towards the parasocial aspect, where we start to learn so much about these people through true crime podcasts and documentaries and things. And you get the sort of morbid curiosity plus parasocial aspect, and then it becomes, oh, my favorite serial killer is so-and-so. I'm like,
what do you mean you have a favorite serial killer?
So one time, and this person, we all worked with this person. One of my first, and this is burned into my brain because it was one of the first real interactions I had with her was, what serial killer do you find the most attractive? I like this one. That person over there that also likes true crime likes this one. And I answered out of sheer shock and confusion. And I regret answering that question every day.
What did you say?
I don't remember.
Fair.
It was a panic answer.
Like, I just said something, and like I just couldn't believe that like a grown tax-paying adult asked me that question at our job on stage.
That's certainly a choice.
Yeah.
And
well, the building that we're referring to, a lot of choices were made in that building, so we'll leave that at that. But
if you want to know more, check the Lost season.
Oh yeah, I forgot we talked about her in that one.
Yes,
but it's really weird, and especially when like it gets also parasocially with like the people who make this content, you know.
Well, that's another question that I wanted to ask. Like, these podcast hosts kind of create a character for themselves, right? Like they're a part of the narrative in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it depends, yeah.
It happens often. Not every single one, I think, but
no. But even if they don't have like a character, there's still some sort of shtick to it. Like they either narrate in a certain way, they, you know, they're edited in like certain forms to kind of be their thing.
And isn't that kind of manipulative in a way? You know what I mean? Emotionally,
it's a really good way to get listeners. It's really good because. Like with the ones that we were talking about earlier, like I like Last Podcast because it sounds like my friends talking shit. Terrible jokes, like stuff I wouldn't want my employer to hear, but it's like this. Or like if I want to listen to one person just like drone on and on about something, there's those too, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I think Only Murders in a Building really kind of touched on that idea quite a bit.
Yeah.
Of like,
really?
What do the people who listen to this, like, how do they view these hosts of this thing? Like, these are just three people who live in the same apartment building in New York City, but the people who live in the same city as them are like, oh my gosh, look at this person, I love her. And, you know, is she really the killer? Blah, blah, blah. Because, I mean, of course, having them be involved in the thing that we're actually documenting adds a whole extra layer of nonsense.
Right, and a whole layer of ethical concern.
Sounds illegal, too. I haven't seen the show. I don't know anything about it.
You should watch it. I think you'd like
it. I will try it. I don't like Selena Gomez.
You don't have to.
Okay.
I promise she's actually tolerable.
Interesting.
I actually really like her in this.
I do too, actually.
I only really like... I would watch it for Martin Short and Steve Martin.
Yeah, no, and their
energy's all over the fucking thing.
And it's the supporting cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nathan Lane and Meryl Streep and who else? There's so many people. Jackie Hoffman and just everybody is in this show.
So it's only good because there's other people around Selena Gomez.
I mean, she's actually very good at what she does.
Okay.
She's one of the showrunners. She helps write the show, and I think that helps.
Interesting.
So,
and Steve Martin and Martin Short obviously have all those deep connections with so many people in TV and whatever that, and you just like, oh, guest starring, you know, the most famous person on the goddamn planet for no reason.
Right.
Meryl Streep was a surprise, honestly, when I heard that. But I'll have to check it out then. Yeah.
All right, I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Thank God that's over with. You don't mind if I hit the restroom before I drive home?
Wait, you don't live here?
Also, you literally work here, and you used the restroom earlier. Why are you even asking this now?
Bitch, I don't know. Leave me alone. Damn. Wait, the restroom is still sure locked?
I really hate that.
Maybe we should find a key to get that open.
Gee, if only someone had asked someone else to do that hours ago while we were taking a break.
Let's not dwell on the past. Besides, if you want something done right, you should do it yourself.
Yeah, leaving the two of us to our own devices is kind of on you.
Note to self, add cat herding to resume.
Speaking of cat herding, I really gotta get out to take care of my babies, so I guess I'm gonna hit the bodega restroom. See y'all next time.
Love you bunches.
Gay. I still wish I knew where the hell the key for this damn restroom is. How it got locked in the first place.
Pretty funny coincidence that we have a locked door mystery on the same day we're putting together our mystery episode.
Couldn't have written it better myself.
Well, I could have. There'd at least be some sort of resolution here.
So you didn't do this on purpose?
Wait, you thought I did this the whole time? Why?
Because you're a slag for good narrative structure.
Narrative structure for who?
Whom?
Or whomst? It's not like someone's watching us or, like, listening in on us.
Well, we're almost done with this episode, and hearing all the wasted water on the other side of this door is going to keep fucking with my blood pressure. So let's wrap up with an outro and make this a problem for future Aran.
That guy sure has a lot on his plate.
Tell me about
it. Testing. Okay, still good. Well, that about wraps it up here for episode 201, Glass Onion.
Thank you as always for joining us, and we will see you next week for episode 202, Ticket to Ride. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Bye-bye. And then we just...
Touch one more button and you're fucking dead.